Amid growing tensions within Germany's government, Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock has publicly criticized Chancellor Olaf Scholz for blocking an additional €3 billion in military aid for Ukraine.
Germany as a whole isn't currently seen as a driving force for peace policy in Europe, and honestly, that pains me. Even now, during the election campaign, some prioritize a national perspective or how to quickly gain a few votes in the parliamentary election, rather than taking real responsibility for securing Europe's peace and freedom.
Her comments have sparked internal conflict within the ruling coalition, with Baerbock's Green Party and Scholz's SPD party both preparing for the upcoming snap elections on February 23, 2025. Baerbock's discontent reflects the increasing divide between the two parties on how to handle Ukraine's support amidst growing political pressures. Baerbock's criticism is centered around the belief that some politicians, particularly those within Scholz's party, prioritize securing votes over Europe's security and the broader cause of defending Ukraine. While Scholz had proposed expanding the existing €12 billion allocated for military aid this year, he insisted that any increase should not come at the expense of domestic social programs. Baerbock, who has been a strong advocate for Ukraine, expressed that this situation is damaging to Germany's credibility, particularly among its European allies. She warned that the shifting positions of political leaders in the lead-up to elections could lead to a loss of trust in Germany's ability to lead within the European Union, especially in terms of upholding its commitments to Ukraine and its NATO allies. The division within the coalition is becoming more pronounced as both Baerbock's Green Party and Scholz's SPD party eye the upcoming elections. While both parties have historically been in agreement on supporting Ukraine, the internal disagreement on the scale and nature of that support has become a contentious issue. Baerbock has emphasized that responsible leadership means standing firm on important foreign policy matters, rather than adjusting positions for electoral gain. This ongoing debate is making waves across Germany's political landscape, with both parties now vying to secure public trust ahead of the February elections. Scholz, facing mounting pressure from Baerbock's faction, opposition parties, and even members of his own government, is under intense scrutiny. The split within the coalition is evident as Baerbock's Green Party has been more vocal in pushing for additional military support for Ukraine, while Scholz's SPD party is more focused on the domestic economic challenges. The disagreement highlights a growing rift within the government, and as both parties prepare for snap elections, it remains to be seen how these internal conflicts will affect Germany's position in the broader European and international arena.